Hello everyone, what's up? It's Landon with High Desert Homestead. I am on my way to go meet one of our local ranchers here who's doing natural fed beef, grass-fed, grass-finished, regenerative agriculture. So I'm very excited. They're going to give us a little tour. I'm going to take you guys along with me, show you what's going on out there. We have 2.6 acres out on Crooked River Ranch here in Central Oregon, and it's not big enough to be able to do regenerative, that word is hard for me, regenerative agriculture out there on the homestead. It's just too small. We're going to be able to do chicken sustainably, but that's it. We can't do anything, maybe some goats, but that's as big as we could possibly get. So we're looking for a local clean source for our beef, and that's what we're going to go check out.
In 1 mile,
So here we
turn
go.
right onto Northwest Maple Avenue.
All right, here we are, rolling into Larkin Valley Ranch in Central Oregon for our natural beef ranch tour. Super exciting. Here we are at Larkin Valley Ranch, coming in for our all-natural beef tour. They did rock box fencing just like I want to do. How cool is that?
Arrive at 5190 Northwest Elm Avenue. Arrived.
Look at the happy cows. Your dogs are extremely happy too.
Oh yeah. But we ended up having to wean earlier this year than normal because of the drought. We just don't have the pasture that we used to. And these guys will be here for another week, and then they'll go out to some different pastures. I just keep them around the house here for about a month just in case anybody gets sick or stress or weather and stuff like that. If something gets sick, we'll use an antibiotic to save a calf's life, but then we put a special ear tag in it, and then we do not bring it into our meat program at all, but it'll process the meat, that anything that's had to have that.
So nothing with any hormones or any antibiotics ever ends up in your beef.
Nothing. Nope.
Super clean.
Yeah. Take the lamb and started in January.
Okay, so how many cycles of lamb and beef do you run each year?
We start calving every year in February, the first week of February, and then we also start lambing in January, first part of February.
Gotcha.
So we just get one crop a year out of it.
Gotcha. You just get all the beef for the whole
And so
season.
like these calves, they'll stay here all this winter, clear through all of next summer. They won't even be ready to process until next fall.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so that was pretty awesome. I'm feeling really good about buying beef from this place. While I weren't on video, I got to hear a little bit more about his family and about Jeff's grandpa, his dad, and he's got a whole little area of the ranch dedicated to his dad, who originally started in tractor sales, and I guess he's a 4th generation rancher, and that's how he got into this. It's his family's passion. It's what they've done for generation after generation after generation now. And I got some really good looking meat. I'll show you guys as soon as we get back to the house. But I'm pretty excited. I think it looks like a really nice place to get my meat from. We are going to go check out Lazy 4F Ranch next. Let's go see what's going on over at the Lazy 4. Alright, so Lazy 4F Ranch was a bust. It doesn't look like they're doing either open
You've
public
arrived.
or it's online only or something like that. But this place out here, I've seen advertised several times, Whitewater Ranch. So I'm hoping that we can get a look at what they've got going on. Alrighty, so found the driveway here. Looks like there's somebody coming out right now, though. Yep, we got somebody coming out right now. Let's go see if we can go say hello anyway. So here we are at Whitewater Cattle Co. Let's see what they've got going on. Happy dog. All right, so that I was not able to take you guys along with me. It was just kind of an impromptu visit out here to Whitewater Ranch, but they are doing an awesome operation. He's growing a bunch of his own hay. He is using very, very minimal fertilizers, very, very similar to what they're doing over at Larkin Valley Farm. So they don't do choice cuts like I can get from Larkin Valley. I can't buy like a shank steak or a T-bone or a tomahawk ribeye or anything like that individually. Let me roll these windows up here. From the Whitewater Cattle Co. But what I can do is I can buy quarters, halves, and whole cattle from Whitewater Cattle Co. And they're sourcing their cattle from the ranch right here, which is just across from me on the other side of the road. That's where they're sourcing their cattle from. So that's very cool. So with that, I think that concludes the 2 ranches that I'm going to go visit today. We might go visit a couple more ranches. There's one over in Madgers, Oregon, called Rocker 3 Ranch, and they're doing 100% organic beef. So I'm hoping to set up a visit with them, and we'll go check out their operation doing 100% organic beef. Because these guys are all natural, but they're not technically organic, because they are putting the fertilizers on the ground, and you have to have absolutely no outside fertilizers for up to 3 years to be a USDA organic ranch. So we don't technically meet the qualification at these last 2 places for organic, but they are grass-fed, grass-finished, all natural, and both the ranchers are keeping their cattle off of the fertilized ground for a very, very long period of time. The one main difference I did find between Larkin and Whitewater Cattle Co. was that Whitewater Cattle Co. did say that they occasionally will use a pesticide in their pasture. So I don't know how I feel about the fact that they're using a pesticide sometimes in their pasture, but I am still really happy that that's a local beef operation, and they're doing great work over there, trying to be all natural, clean for our bodies, clean for the environment. Just really great stuff. So I hope everybody's having a great day. I've been Landon with High Desert Homestead. I'm gonna finish driving home and get some of this meat prepped up and on the grill. I hope you have a great rest of your day. All right, everybody, so we're home now. Just got back in the house with our meat from Larkin Valley Ranch. And they got this really cute little note on there. Thank you for your first order and ranch visit from Jeff and Julie. Thank you for supporting our small-scale agriculture by choosing us to feed your family. And look at this. So there is the flank steak. And then we've got the rump roast. We've got a free pound of ground beef that they threw in. And the osso buco. Let's take a look at what this ground beef looks like. This is, they use Butcher Boys in Prineville, which is a really, really good local business. Does a lot of the butchering for a lot of the ranches around here. Ooh, look at that ground beef. Nice and red color. Nice little fat chunks in there. Let's take a look at this. My dog just went crazy. Let's take a look at this shank. Ooh, look at that shank. Yeah, that is looking good. Then we've got our rump roast and our osso buco. So let's take a look here. There's that rump roast. Look at that nice big fat section in there. Ooh, all that nice dark red meat. Looking good. And then we've got our osso buco. That open up here. Ooh, look at that bone in. Nice big center bone running all the way through. Oh, that's gonna be delicious. So there is our first meat order from Larkin Valley Ranch.